Welcome back here on Bear TV. Tonight, our first guest, head softball coach, Shade Johnson. Coach, thanks for joining us on Bear TV.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Coach, before we talk about your softball program, let's start here. Big announcement just a couple of weeks ago, a $340,000 renovation to the Southwest softball field. First off, I know you want to thank Dr. Bishop, the athletic department, and all for making that happen.
Absolutely. Dr. Bishop buying into the program and putting the money in the program, and it's exciting for our kids. And, also Andrew Alford had a big hand in trying to fund it and put it together, and our board for what they did. Our AD, Coach Wallace, has done a great job in supporting it. We really needed, to do some drainage issues. It came back a little bit higher than we thought it was going to be. We had some problems doing some rain where our drainage wasn't working. So, I think for the past, present, and future players we have, this is what it's all about. They earned the spot, the ones that started this. And, of course, the ones that are playing are going to gain from it. And our future recruits are going to be tremendous from it.
Well, let's talk about what that $340,000 will mean for your program. I understand turf, but that's just a piece of it, right?
Yes, we're going to essentially from the backstop to the outfield fence, we're going to be completely renovated. They're going to take so many yards of the topsoil off, crown the field back. We're putting in a drainage system, which is below drain, essentially French drains, from what I understand. They're going to run kind of diagonal to the field, so even they will be underneath our turf and underneath the infield material as well as the outfield. New sprinkler system, new turf in the outfield, grass turf I should say, and of course the turf will be navy blue on the sides. Our warning track on the infield will be cardinal with Southwest in front of both of them. So we're excited about all those that are coming together and should make the field much more playable. And I hope also, not only for us recruiting, but we've been very fortunate this fall to have a lot of high schools use our facility on campus because we do have the ability to cover our field. With this new field, I think that it's going to allow not only us as a college to showcase what we can do, but allow high schools to come here and use our facility.
Well, Coach, I think one of the bigger announcements is probably the timeline on all this. Work's going to begin almost immediately, isn't it?
Yes, well, I think we're looking at about 2 to 3 weeks out before we begin the process, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed for good weather that we get all this finished somewhere at the end of January. We open up the second week of February here, so we're very excited about the timeline as well as a little nervous, but we do have some things in place if it's not quite there yet, that we have places we can play at and things set up, but very exciting. We'll finish up our fall season at home here Thursday, and then after that, pretty much it's going to be turned over to the contractors after that, and they'll be starting up.
Well, Coach, with the work being done on the softball field, you still want to be able to, of course, practice things like that. What's the schedule for Southwest softball while the field is being unplayable?
Coach Sonia Wallace at North Pike has been tremendous. We've recruited quite a few of her players and been fortunate enough to get some great players from her. She has already reached out to us knowing what we were going to do and the drainage situation last year. She's told us that just let us know what you need and we'll make our field available for y'all to practice on. Without slow pitch, they don't do a whole lot in the fall right now, just some seventh period work. So I'm hoping that we can use their infield to kind of get through Christmas. And then we come back, we have a couple other places lined up between some private facility as well as some public facilities to use.
One thing I wanted to go back and talk about, you talked about high schools using your facility. How great is it that you can bring the schools from the Southwest District to play at your facility?
It's unbelievable because what we try to do, it's the experience for the kids. I mean, a lot of kids, I think the numbers are tremendous. One in maybe every 400 high school athletes make it even to the junior college level. And then you set it up even more, 1 in every 800 make it to the Division I level, and it goes on and on. So just to give these kids the excitement of coming here, we put them, we announce the lineups, we do all that. We do everything we would do for a college game for those young ladies to get to come and play here. And we want our field and our facility to be a step up. They get to use the indoor, they get to come in and experience kind of a pregame, unlike hitting in a small cage. Some of them don't have indoors at all. And so to be able to come in and use the facility and then get down there and play with a big bullpen. I think it's really exciting for them. And I know our girls enjoy watching them and getting to get after that with them, you know. But I really, and it also helps in recruiting factor. When you are recruiting a child or a player, to get her here on campus is tremendous.
And of course, I know you recruit statewide, but you definitely want the ones from right up the street and the ones across town.
Absolutely.
To definitely think about Southwest first, and not only from a softball standpoint, but like you mentioned, the girls that maybe won't play softball, but maybe remember the experience at the softball field. Maybe they come and be Southwest students, and from their days of playing softball at the complex there.
Absolutely. I mean, we were talking about, you know, prior to the interview here we were talking about the new facilities we have that you hadn't had a chance to look. I mean, I don't think a lot of people know what Dr. Bishop and our board and our administration and AD has done for Southwest, how much we've grown. You know, to be the second smallest junior college in the state of Mississippi, you know, and be able to put on a facility to invest in our facilities like we have, you know, it's just been tremendous. And I think not only in softball, I know all our sports are doing well with it, but in softball alone, what we do academically, what these girls accomplish is phenomenal. We had 11 girls with a 4.0 last year. And the classes they're taking, you know, Pete Ferguson in organic chemistry is one of the toughest they come by, but our girls are making A's in his class. And I think our overall GPA was a 3.74 last year. So we're excited because it's not just about softball, like you say, it's not just about the players that come here for this, but we recruit, even in softball, we recruit 2 girls, and it can be a boy too, that are managers for our softball team. So it brings in all aspects of the game. Parents, you know, brothers, sisters that want to come here just to see the facilities and what we have.
Well, Coach, let's talk softball real quick. Of course, last season, COVID-19 hit, practically did the entire softball season in. And one thing I wanted to talk to you about is having to tell your team, girls, season's over. COVID-19 is hit. What was that like?
You know, we played Lansing, Michigan, who had the day before beat Jones Community College, or Jones College, as they say. But they come in on Monday. We're getting ready to go to spring break. We split with them here. We played a schedule that was phenomenal last year. We decided we were going to play big Division I junior colleges out of Florida and Alabama, and we went to a big tournament in Orange Beach, and we're come out of it 3-1 to go to that tournament. I went there my first year as a head coach, and I said I won't come back until we're ready to play at this level. And I felt like we had the kids to go there, and we did. And you know, we come back 3-1, and just had a tremendous season going compared to the top 25. I mean, it was like an SEC schedule, but we were just getting ready to roll into into our spring season in our conference play. And, you know, the word came down, oh, it's going to be 2 weeks of extension. And kind of sat back and didn't know where it was going. But when the final phone call came in that the season was going to be canceled, you know, the hardest was to tell those sophomores, because in junior college, unlike 4 years, they can work on a master's program. Once we get 64 hours, our kids are either replacing those hours, but you really can't transfer any more than that. So, you know, the one bad thing about having those tremendous grade point averages is it didn't leave a lot of room for our girls to be able to return. So I think we had nine sophomores. We just had some girls back this weekend to celebrate that at the weekend because they weren't able to celebrate it. But we had 7 girls that were offered opportunities to play on the next level. 5 chose to, 2 did not, 1 returned. So, you know, we're excited about that. But for those girls that didn't get to, you know, you feel like the what-if factor comes in. And it was sad, and we were all worried about staying healthy. But I think it best came to me the other day. One of our sophomores was kind of elected to come see me, evidently from the staff, from the softball team. And Macy Miley comes in and said, Coach, I got a question to ask you, and it's really a favor. And I said, what's that, Macy? And she said, Coach, can we play in our game uniforms this fall? I said, why would you want to do that? She said, well, you know, they're thinking it'll be a second outbreak in January because everybody goes home. And it was a wow moment. You know, I kind of sat down and I go, man, these kids are thinking into the media and everything we hear about this. And I didn't realize how much it affects them, you know. And of course, I'm kind of a teddy bear when it comes to that. I said, absolutely, we'll drag them out. And, you know, our girls play in their uniforms. We don't normally do that because it kind of gives away numbers and, you know, gives people a scout a little bit more on us. But, you know, those kids, that's big to them, and that's tremendous. So it definitely is a different era that we're living in, and I hope that we can get back to some normalcy that there is in our country, that we have to in order to be able to continue. We can't live in fear our whole life about it.
Well, speaking of you just mentioned a moment ago the sophomores coming back. You kind of put on a pretty good game the other day. I understand you had the girls' names being announced. You had them in uniforms. It looked like springtime out at the softball field a couple of weeks ago.
It did. Coach Hannah does a phenomenal job for me, and not only as a softball coach, but she kind of manages our our day-to-day operations when it comes to that sort of thing, and she puts it together and did a tremendous job for us. And we had some photos done by the school put together and had those printed up, put in trying to think now, frames, and we gave them a ball and we bought some roses, and then we catered the event. So it was phenomenal for our kids and parents that were able to come back. Wanted to make it special. Wish they could all come back. We had 2 that were unable to attend, but other than that, we had all of them back on campus, and I think that was kind of some closure for them.
Had the lights on, played a little softball, did the whole 9 yards, didn't you?
That's right. So.
Well, Coach, we're definitely hoping for a spring season. It'll be here before you know it. Snap your fingers, Christmas will be here. Snap your fingers, you'll be playing softball
Absolutely.
again. We hope, of course, that Mother Nature and the world cooperates so that we're able to play softball come spring. But big announcement again, $340,000 renovation coming to the softball field. So folks drive by and they see a lot of work going on. That's what's happening at the softball field.
Absolutely. It's a great thing, but it adds a little pressure now, So we're excited about that, and just to see the progression of it. I know we're going to try to film it. Dr. Dale and Case Johnson are working on that, and going to try to fly over it every week and take photographs to kind of keep people up to date on what exactly were the progression of it. I know I'll kind of like a kid in a candy store. I think I can't wait to get here every day and see what part we're on next. So it's a tremendous accomplishment that we've come a long way from where it all started till now, and I think the sky's the limit with the young ladies we have in the future of our softball program.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Johnson, good luck on your 2021 season. It'll be here before you know it. Thanks for telling us about this great project. We appreciate your time, and go Bears.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Emily Lambeth, and I graduated from Southwest in 2005. I was an active member here on campus. I was involved in our Alumni Association now. I was involved in our choir, the band, the SGA. I was also the editor of our yearbook. It was a great experience for me. I enjoyed it. It was basically home away from home. I got involved in everything, and I challenge you guys to get involved on campus and joining our Alumni Association. Go Bears.
Join the SMCC Alumni Association today. Call 601-276-2442. It's time to get excited about Southwest Athletics. Football season is nearly here. The SMCC All-Sport Athletic Pass will give you admission to every home game of every sport for the whole academic year. Get your All-Sport Season Pass at www.southwestbearathletics.com.
Thank you for supporting Southwest Athletics.
Get your All-Sport Season Pass today.
Reach the summit.
Well, welcome back here on Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV as we continue on this Tuesday evening. Hey, don't forget, Bear fans, the Southwest football team will be in action up at East Central in Decatur Thursday night. You can see that game right here on Bear TV. You can, of course, hear that game on K106 as well. Well, as we continue this evening, we bring in the director of the Alumni Association here on campus, Miss Loran Gerald. Miss Gerald, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's talk first, before we talk about your big initiative you have going right now, let's talk about your job as director of the alumni for Southwest Mississippi Community College. Kind of tell us what that entails.
Well, I'm not new to Southwest. I've been here 11 years, and I do work full-time as a training coordinator in the Workforce Center. But July 1, I did join the rankings here. Some people wear more than one hat. So July 1st, I started working with the Alumni Association. And I took the spot of Miss Rhonda Gibson. And Rhonda's a little bitty person, but she left big shoes for me to fill.
She absolutely did. Kind of tell us a little bit about what the Alumni Association does on campus.
Well, the Alumni Association is involved with various aspects on campus of helping to promote the school. We have a large group of members. They can either do an annual membership or a lifetime membership, but those members also get involved with various fundraisers and helping to recruit more members and helping to recruit scholarship students. We provide scholarships to a student each year from each of our 4 counties in our district, which of course is Pike, Amite, Walthall, and Wilkinson. So any high school senior that's interested in applying can do that. And if they are awarded a scholarship, it's not a one-time $500 scholarship, but it's a $500 per semester scholarship for the duration of the time that they're here, as long as they are a full-time student and they maintain a minimum 2.5 GPA.
Way back when, I was actually the recipient of that scholarship.
That's awesome. And I have to say, my son was too, and I know what it meant to our family personally to have that assistance. If someone comes in as a first semester freshman and they get that, if they're here 4 semesters, that's a $2,000 scholarship. For example, though, if they maybe go into the AD and nursing program, they may do a year of prerequisites and then have 2 years of nursing school, so it could easily turn into a $3,000 scholarship. And that's just for one student. And we try to select 4 each year, and then, you're continuously adding, so it takes a lot of money to do that.
And that's where the fundraising comes in. That's where the membership comes in.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about your membership. October 1st, you got started with a membership drive that folks can take advantage of. Kind of tell us about that.
That's right. We're doing it for 6 weeks, kicking off October 1st with our first home game against Colin. And then it'll continue for 6 weeks, ending on November 12th with our game against Mississippi Gulf Coast. So we have a board of directors. We have 17 people on the board, and they're out there very busy trying to promote the school and the membership drive. And I've got a little friendly competition going between the board members.
Ooh.
So, I think a little friendly competition is always a good thing. Something we're doing this year for those who join with a lifetime membership, they of course will get the Pine Burn newspaper mailed to them. They will get an SMCC alumni card decal. If they're local and still would like to access and use our campus library, they have that privilege. We are also giving them this year a $25 gift card that's good for our campus bookstore that they'll have 1 year to use. And if they join and they don't live here, our campus bookstore staff will be happy to mail items to them. They do that all the time. But also, the people who do take the lifetime membership during our 6-week fall drive, they're going to be entered into the chance to win a nice patio heater. So we've got an incentive there.
And all of this for a price that I've had to check twice when I saw the price. $100?
$100. That's one of the lowest in the state between our community colleges, and we like to keep that affordable. If someone wants to do an annual membership, it's only $25, but a much better deal is just to go ahead and do the $100 and be a lifetime member.
And this goes until when?
Well, they can join anytime, but it's during the 6-week membership drive that we're doing that they have the special drawing for the patio heater and things like that. So there's a little extra incentive right now.
Incentive and competition, from what you tell me.
That's right.
Someone wants to join. They hear the $100. They say, well, I want to join the Alumni Association. Number one, as I understand it, you don't necessarily have to have graduated from Southwest. You can be a friend of Southwest and still join the Alumni Association, correct?
That's right. We have people, of course, who have graduated from here. We have some who maybe took classes one semester and they transferred to another school, or maybe they went to work. We have faculty and staff that we highly encourage to participate and have a membership. But also, you can never have enough friends. And if somebody's in the community and they just love Southwest and they want to get involved and help, they may want to work in the concession stand, they may want to help with fundraisers, they just want to get involved, we will take them as a friend of the Alumni Association.
Absolutely. Tell folks how they can join the Southwest Alumni Association.
Well, if they're at one of the home games this year, they can stop by the alumni tent. That they will see members of our board of directors. They can call me at 601-276-2442, or they can stop by my office in the Regional Workforce Training Center. So you can get us by phone, email, or in person.
And even if you don't take advantage of this $100 deal, even if you decide 6 months from now you want to join the Alumni Association, understand it's $25 annually and they can join at any time, right?
Right, and they can still do a lifetime membership. We're just having a big fall push. You know, COVID has affected all of our programs campus-wide, and normally we have 4 or 5 home football games, and the football concession stand has always been a tremendous fundraiser for us. So this year we're only having 3 home games. So we're hoping that everybody's going to come out after work, pick up the kids and grandkids, come hungry and come thirsty, and come and buy food and drink products at the concession stand, because that's the other outlet that we have to raise money to help these students. So we're going to have Coca-Cola products, we're going to have hamburgers, hot dogs, boiled peanuts, and something new we're going to have this year is we've worked out a deal with Papa's Pizza. And we're going to be offering personal size pan pizzas from Papa's in cheese and pepperoni. So there's another choice. But, you know, with COVID, we've had to rethink the concession stand, and I just couldn't ask any of my volunteers to wear a mask and stand over a hot grill or a French fry, you know, and stand over that fried French fries for 3 or 4 hours. So we got a little creative, and that's why we're going to offer some pizzas. And then our cafeteria here is Nationally Restaurant Association Food Serve Safe Certified. They've got a fantastic new grill in the cafeteria, and so they're going to grill some burgers and hot dogs to help us out with that. So, you know, COVID rules and hand sanitation and all is a big priority with us this year.
Absolutely. So you can come to the home football games and join and come hungry, like she said. You want to take advantage of the food selections.
Please.
And, of course, join the Alumni Association. Real quick before I let you go, give us all your information again, how folks can join.
You can come to one of our 3 home football games on October 1st, 22nd, or November 12th. Come to the alumni tent and find our board members. They are going to be eager to sign you up. They will take cash or a check. You can call my office number 601-276-2442, or you can even email me at lgerald@smcc.edu, or stop by my office in the Workforce Training Center.
Absolutely. So all you alums that aren't in the Alumni Association right now, take advantage of this deal for $100. Believe me, that is a great, great deal. Ms. Loran, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate your time to talk Southwest Alumni. We look forward to maybe getting with you again later down the semester road, kind of see how things are going.
That'd be great. I mean, we're looking forward to raising this money. We need you. We need your support. It's for our present students as well as our future students.
Well, that's Miss Loran Gerald with the SMCC Alumni Association, and that'll do it for another edition of Inside Bear Athletics right here on Bear TV. Thanks for joining us, and remember to join us on all of the social media platforms as well as Bear TV Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock as we go inside Bear Athletics right here on K1. Crap, I blew it. Okay.
That whole last in part.
Okay, let's just do the whole in part again. Okay. You ready? Okay. Well, that does it for this edition of Inside Southwest Athletics right here on Bear TV. Thanks for joining us, and remember, join us 6 o'clock every Tuesday night on the social media platforms and on Bear TV as we go inside Southwest Athletics. Have a great night. We'll see you next week, and go Bears!